My dad had a huge impact on me. He taught me pretty much everything I know about it. Growing up, we'd play catch every day. I had a batting cage at my house. He'd throw me BP every day.
0-2 to Dickerson. Strike three call. Beautiful pitch.
For as long as he can remember, Jacob deGrom has had his father, Tony, in his corner watching his every move. Whether on the mound...
And he gets Morris looking for his 6th strikeout of the night.
or playing the infield like he did during his early college days at Stetson University. Regardless of his position, Jacob has had his dad supporting him from a distance. And when the right-hander transitioned to pitching full-time, deGrom went back to an old game with his dad that helped with his control.
We always played a game when we played catch. We'd try to hit each other in the chest, and whoever could do it the most would win. We'd get loose or whatever, play catch for a little bit, and then start the game, first 1 to 10, then we'd start over. And I think that has to do with a lot of my control.
On the outside corner, and he gets Galvis. Number 9 for Jacob deGrom.
Even to this day, I mean, in the offseason, I still play catch with him. So that's who I throw with. He gets home after work, and I'm there to play catch, and I think he really enjoys it, and I enjoyed the time doing it with him.
And the chopper, deGrom's got it, hits Flores, relay in time, 1-6-3 double play.
My dad's not a real emotional guy, so I think it's just kind of, which I don't think I show very much when I'm on the field. So I kind of try to keep just a level head, whether it's a good outing or a bad outing. And I think he taught me that. I think I learned that from him, that you got to keep your head up, and as long as you gave it 100% and you can look yourself in the mirror and say you did, then you can hold your head up.
These days, Tony deGrom and his wife continue to live in the small Florida town where Jacob grew up. But the proud pop does everything he can to be there in person when his son takes the hill.
Well, there's Tony deGrom, Jake's dad, is here tonight to watch him pitch.
He'll just ask sometimes, and like why I did something, and I'll try to explain myself whether it was good or bad. He doesn't really give me much advice. He'll just kind of talk about how the game went.
The 14th batter of the inning, Jacob deGrom, and he lines one over short, off the glove of Sardinius, and deGrom has his 2nd hit of the inning and his 3rd hit of the night. Wow.
As it turns out, deGrom isn't the only Mets pitcher who credits his dad for helping him out with his pitching prowess.
0-2 from Gee. Struck him out.
He was very important. That he coached me growing up in a lot of my teams. He was a fireman, so he had a lot of time other than his shift to be there for the team. And he built us a field in our backyard. We lived out in the country, so we had some land, and he drug out a diamond and built a little backstop with a net above it, and put the bases out. And we would have team practices out at my house. I had an older brother as well who, having an older brother, I was following in every footstep that he made. So he started pitching early on, and he would go out in the backyard and throw to my dad, and I had to be there to throw as well. So my brother would throw a pitch, and then my dad made me a mound that was like way shorter because I was like 4. And so then I would throw a pitch. And like I said, we would just trade pitches. And if I missed, I had to go get it. And I think that taught me early on to not miss.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Dillon Gee.
And my dad wasn't like a pro player or anything, but I think he understood it enough and learned about it enough that he taught me, I think, a really good base of mechanics early on, and I think that's helped me get to where I am today.
Over the past year or so, the soft-spoken Texas native has had his patience tested, from injuries to trade talk to a recent move to the bullpen. Yet through it all, the father of 1-year-old Hudson has kept fighting, something he says he learned from his dad. And these days, Gee gets by with the unwavering support of his teammates.
There it is.
Gets the comebacker, off-balance throw to second. Flores turns it over. Beautiful double play.
Some of my closest friends in there are probably like, Neese, Parnell, Harvey, David, all the whole staff, deGrom, all those guys. So when you're struggling, a lot of times if you fall back to some of those guys who do the same thing as you too, pitchers especially, You know, you can talk about kind of the last time you went through a rough patch and you try to help each other through it. What helped you get out of it? You know, the mindset type stuff and things like that. More than anything, you're just a sounding board and trying to be there as a teammate and a friend. This is a game of failure. I mean, you get hurt, and again, even the best hitters in the world get out 7 out of 10 times. So it's a game of failure, and learning how to deal with that failure, I think, just makes you better.